Hey there, it's me, Lisa Lillian, also known as Hungry Girl. I am here live in my kitchen. What is going on with that hair that's standing straight up like alfalfa? Do you see that? Just try to ignore that. You're gonna think of nothing else for this entire video, right? Lauren, can you think of anything? I can't push it. All right, I'll push it. Am I pushing it? Oh, this is so weird. Now I have to rinse my hands because the people are gonna be like, gross, she touched her hair, but I fixed it. Anyway, welcome. I'm really excited that you're here. This is going to be a super fun recipe because I made it work. And this is going to be such a...
This way to the side.
I'm already having the best time of my life. I am going to tell you tonight's recipe. Click hearts, click likes, whatever, laughs or whatever it is that you're feeling. It's very retro. Tonight's recipe is very, very, very retro. And I want to just preface this by saying tonight's recipe is not an everyday food. It's like an 80-20 food because when I first started out, I was making a lot of recipes using foods that were processed and kind of fakey, but like in the past few years, I've definitely gone more natural, but tonight's recipe is not like that. So it's definitely a little bit of a throwback recipe. Thank you for liking my shirt. Okay, I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. I know the other day Erin tried to take credit for my very official press Dateline mug, but Erin actually bought me this shirt for my birthday a couple of years ago. So Erin, if you're out there, I love you and I love this shirt. And yes, it says Friday, because it is Friday, so happy Memorial Day weekend. I'm gonna show you what you're gonna win tonight. Hold on, there's some great prizes. Prizes. Okay, the artwork of the night. Do you see this? I made this today from my scratch pad. It says practice safe snacks, chew the right thing. And then it says happy chewing, and then I signed it. And it says quarantine 2020. And yes, I made this with my own hands. Erin bought me the shirt, and credit where credit is due. My sneaker swap yesterday came courtesy of my sister Mary, who's in the audience, who I did not credit last night. So I'm just giving all the credit where credit is due tonight. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna make today. I'm in such a good mood. I don't know if you guys are in a good mood. Are you happy that it's the weekend? The recipe that I'm making tonight, I call this a movie night crunch cake. Please, please look at this recipe. It's so cute. I can't even stand it. It's so cute. I want to like throw it out the window. I mean, it's the cutest thing. And it only has about 80 calories. And what I really, really, really love about it is that it will satisfy your urge for something sweet, something crunchy. It has a little bit of saltiness. It is packed with all like the movie candy flavors that you love. And it only has 80 calories, 3 smart points across the board, no matter what plan you're on. And I'm gonna show you how to make it. I'm also gonna give you some trivia questions. Tonight, you are gonna get a chance to win prizes live. Gina is in the audience, and she is gonna be giving out the prizes live tonight. You're not gonna wait a day or a weekend, because I'm going live 3 times this weekend. So tonight, you are absolutely gonna win live. Presents, prizes, fun. You're gonna win the practice safe snacks sign, and you have a chance to win Hungry Girl measuring spoons. These are the 2 prizes of the night. How you win, you answer questions, right or wrong, because as we know, there's no right answers to my trivia questions. And you could just like comment, say, hey Lisa, your hair looks funny, or your shirt is cute, or hey Lauren, you're a babe. Whatever it is, you just speak to me and you will win a prize if we choose you completely at random. And by we, I mean Gina. Okay. So before we get into the actual recipe, which you see is this beautiful movie night crunch cake that is to die for. You can't tell if it's like an alien or a spaceship, but it's just gorgeous. I am going to ask you a question about movie candy. Are you ready? Junior Mints. They got their name from a radio show that was popular called Junior Miss. And who starred in that radio show? It's a child star from yesteryear. Some of you might not even, she's kind of like, she's before our time probably. But if you know who it is, answer, okay? Junior Miss. Junior Mints were named after Junior Miss. Also, while we're doing this, I want you to like throw out all of your favorite movie candy. I want all of you to name what you think are the most popular movie candies because I have a list of the top 10 and we're gonna see how many you get. Then I have some fun trivia about what people eat in other countries. It is gonna be a big night, and also you should take notes because I am going to be revealing some of my favorite products. Number one, tonight we are starting with a very retro vehicle for our snack. It is a butter popcorn rice cake. It should be buttered popcorn, right? Am I not, Jamie, am I not wrong here? I mean, am I not right? Buttered, why is it butter popcorn? Yes, Mary, it's Shirley Temple, you're right. Shirley Temple was junior miss. Okay, so this is a butter popcorn rice cake. I love these because not only do they taste great, they taste like popcorn, but they also are very low in calories. Compared to some of the other rice cakes, they only have 35 calories per cake, whereas the other ones have 45 or 50. So this is our base. We've got a butter popcorn rice cake. All right, next up, next ingredient, again, I promised you this was gonna be sort of like a retro snack, but I've got some marshmallow fluff. Now, marshmallow fluff, in case you don't know, is sold all over the world, but half, if not a little more than half, of all the marshmallow fluff in the world, which is a lot, is sold in one particular part of the United States. Do you know what part of the United States that is? I'll let you guess.
Said, as of today, I've officially lost half my weight.
Who?
April.
April, congratulations. Everyone, hearts for April who lost half her weight. You're awesome. You should be in People magazine, April. You can be in actually Hungry Girl magazine maybe. We always look for success stories. So we're gonna try to get a tablespoon of fluff. Now here's a little trick, write this down. If you spray your tablespoon with Pam, your fluff will not get stuck in the spoon as much. Trust me, it works. You wanna see? I will not steer you wrong. And trust me, you wanna get every bit of the fluff that you can. So there's my tablespoon of fluff, and there's my little rice cake, and here I'm just gonna scoop it out. Do you see how nicely it's genius? I just got a weird blind reconnect. All right, hopefully we won't lose connection here because this is a freaking good recipe. All right, so we've got the fluff and it's spread nicely atop, I hate that word, my butter popcorn rice cake.
Yeah.
Do you see? All right, the next item up for business, the next thing that we're gonna talk about putting on our rice cake. This is a product that was sent to Hungryland, where I pick up the mail every now and then because our office is closed. It's called Wiley Wallaby Licorice. It's from Australia. This is classic red. I have to tell you, this may be the best licorice I have ever tasted in my entire life. Please, people, if you're at home, I know the reality is you don't have Wiley Wallaby. You're probably using Twizzlers or Red Vines or whatever you like. Take a half of a Red Vine, a half of a Twizzler. I'm going to use this Wiley Wallaby chunk. Jamie is gonna post a link to the Wiley Wallaby licorice on Amazon because when I tasted this, my head almost fell off my body. Lauren, am I right?
So good.
And it's vegan, so that no animals have been harmed, not even Wiley Wallaby. He's actually the mascot. I don't know who he is, but he's not here. This is amazing. So at home, you're gonna use a red vine, only a half of a red vine. So I'm using this little chunk-a-lunk of my Wiley Wallaby. I'm gonna cut it into 6 pieces. See, the smaller you cut these, the further they'll go along the top of your butter popcorn rice cake. So make them into as many chunks as you can, but do not slice your finger in the process because you don't want chunks of finger on your butter popcorn rice cake. That sounds disgusting. Okay.
Can you use marshmallows and melt them instead?
You could, look, here's the deal. If you want to use marshmallows and melt them, you can, but I have tried many times to melt regular marshmallows in a cup and it turns very foamy. Or you could just put marshmallows on top of the cake and throw it in the microwave for like 5 seconds and melt them a little bit. So the short answer is yes, use what you have. Okay, so I'm going to reconnect, but you see me? Facebook is just playing games with me. I'm gonna place these very strategically on my buttered popcorn rice cake. Little coins of licorice. Again, just to recap what I've done so far, I've got a rice cake and butter popcorn flavor. You can use caramel corn or whatever flavor you have. I have a tablespoon of fluff that I use some Pam to put in the tablespoon to make sure it pops out easily. I've got what you might think is a half of a red vine, but for me it's a chunk of Wiley Wallaby licorice that you should order on Amazon because this will change your life. It's so good. And now it's right on the rice cake. Okay, next up. This is a product that they have at your local supermarket. It's Hershey Simply 5 syrup. It's a little bit of it's like a genuine chocolate flavor. I don't know what the hell that means. This is a genuine chocolate flavored syrup. You only need a half. It's classic. It's classic. I think there's only 5 simple ingredients. There are no complicated ingredients. All 5 of the ingredients are simple. Now you only need a half of a teaspoon, but you have to be very, very strategic in how you use it. So I'm going to take my little half teaspoon. This is not a Hungry Girl measuring spoon, by the way, but I'll show you them because you could win them tonight. How many comments do we have?
We have, oh, hold on.
Ooh,
I gotta reload.
Lauren's got to reload. I want to see how many comments you have before I do this because you have to keep commenting because Gina's going to pick winners and I don't want you to be left in the dust.
And you have to tell them where Marshmallow Fluff is sold.
Oh, Marshmallow Fluff is sold in New England and upstate New York. That's where like a ridiculous amount of Marshmallow Fluff is sold. Okay, now
1,000 comments.
1,000 comments, people. You're so quiet. So here, this is what we do now. We drizzled very strategically. The whole key here is to make beautiful drizzle chocolate syrup artwork on your butter popcorn, marshmallow, fluff-tastic, licorice-topped rice cake situation, bonanza, movie night, crunch cake, phenomenon. And there it is! I'm so happy I could scream, but I'm not gonna scream because that would make me even more annoying than I already am. Look at this, 80 calories. 80 calories, people. I'm gonna take a bite of this because this morning when I made one, like it was right after breakfast and I ate the whole thing. I could not control myself. And if you ate, listen to me, it's 80 calories. If you ate like 3 of them accidentally during your movie, it's really not the end of the world. Probably still like half the calories of the tiniest size movie popcorn. Hold on, I'm gonna bite it. Mmm. The rice cake has a tiny bit of saltiness. The fluff is pure sweetness. The burst of cherry, or the burst of original cherry red licorice flavor with the chocolate, home run, out of the park. You would feed this to your whole family. Everybody would flip. Okay. You're not getting rid of me yet. I know you guys are bored because it's Memorial Day weekend. If you live in LA, you saw that big car chase all day. And you're probably looking for something to do. So now I'm gonna tell you, I'm actually gonna ask you what you think the most popular movie snacks are in other countries. So here in America, you know what we like? We like popcorn. But in Norway, what do you think the most popular movie snack is in Norway? Think about it, Norway. What visions do you get when you think of Norway? Lauren, what do you think of when you think of Norway? Cold, so what might they like in a cold climate? I think of, what's his name? Leif Erikson?
Who?
I don't know, he's a dude. Tell me what you think, what you think is the most popular movie snack in Norway? Oh, Bonnie, I'm so sorry that your supermarket's out of rice cakes. You could order them on Amazon. All right, the most popular movie snack in Norway is dried reindeer meat. That is disgusting. Dried reindeer meat. All right. In Japan, they don't have popcorn at the movies. They have something else. Now think about it. What's very Japanese? What is very Japanese? Don't say, well, sushi is Japanese. Think about another version of that, and then you're going to guess. Oh, Betsy, it's so cute. She says hot chocolate. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Would be nice. Instead of reindeer.
It's not reindeer meat. It's not sushi. But in Japan, they have dried sardines at the movies. That is disgusting to you and me, probably. I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody, but that sounds kind of gross. But not as gross as my final question, which is, what do they eat in Colombia? In Colombia, let's say they're watching like Titanic or what movie are they watching? Lauren's yawning, by the way. I am totally boring her. She's like right in the back yawning. In Colombia, they're watching, like, I don't know, Casablanca. What's like a class? I don't watch movies, so whatever they're watching, what do you think they're snacking on in Colombia? Robin, seaweed. I think you mean Japan for that, I bet, right? But no, here's what it's a good guess because I like seaweed snacks. It's dried sardines. But in Colombia, oh, they did guess it. In Colombia, those freaks, They are snacking on spicy, dried, roasted ants. Yep. Spicy, dried, roasted ants. Yeah. That's pretty gross, if you ask me. Anyway, that's all. Those are the trivia. Those are the trivia questions of the night. Listen, I'm going to recap the recipe. This is a movie night crunch cake. I have been loving rice cakes during this quarantine for whatever reason. This is a butter popcorn rice cake with a tablespoon of marshmallow fluff, a sliced hunka chunk of my favorite new licorice Wiley Wallaby, but you could obviously use Twizzlers or Red Mines, but you only need a half of one. Slice it up, and then you drizzle a scant, look at that, a half teaspoon of sauce, of chocolate sauce, goes a very long way. This treat will please everyone. You're gonna be a hit in your house. Again, this is a sometimes food. I know it's not like a natural, I snack on oranges and apples and carrots and I do all the right things, but every now and then I have this and I support you having this too. So I love you all. I will be back tomorrow morning with, I am telling you, the drink of the summer. I am not lying even a little bit. Lauren is the drink I'm coming back with tomorrow.
It's so good.
She said it was the best drink I ever made.
It's bad.
And it's a swap for something that you can get at a fast food restaurant that just came out a couple days ago. And I can't wait to share it with you. So I'll be back bright and early. That'll be 9 o'clock my time. That's Pacific time. It'll be noon on the East Coast. But I will be here for you. You could make this drink. You could drink it all weekend. It's refreshing. You could even spike it and add alcohol and get your friends drunk. Or just get your spouse drunk or whatever you do at your pool or whatever you're doing this weekend. Okay, I'm gonna go now. I love all of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you like this recipe. If you want to find all the recipes that I make, we have put together, and it's kudos to Jamie and Mike over there. They put together this page. It's hungry-girl.com/live, hungry-girl.com/live, and all of these recipes that I do on Facebook are gonna be there for you, so in one place. So thank you, Jamie, thank you, Mike, for doing that. You guys are the absolute best. Thank you, Erin, for this sweatshirt. Thank you, Mary, for the sneaker hack. Thank you, Lauren, for reading all the comments. Thank you for being here. That's enough thank yous. I'm gonna go now. Whew, I'm tired. I'm Lisa Lillian, also known as Hungry Girl. Till next time, chew the right thing.